Time for the sports tier, our final race here in Spain. This is their time to show what they can do around this wonderful Circuit de Catalunya in Spain. I haven't just got one person in the comms box with me tonight, I've got two, because somebody decided to stay for a little bit for this one, because he didn't have enough from last time. But firstly, I'll introduce my actual co-com tonight, which is elite tier driver LRL, also known as Stefan. Say hi.
Hi. Yeah, great to be with you up here tonight, Carl.
Your first time, actually, this pairing of us.
Yeah, is it the first time that we're commenting together? I'm not sure.
My guess is it probably is. It probably is. And if he decides to speak up at some point, whenever, because he's still here, we have Ant in the comms box again still. I don't know if he's going to be here throughout the entirety of this, but he's here for the time being anyway. So say hello, Ant, while you're here.
Hello, everybody. This has got to be the most diverse comms team ever in MRC. We've got a Leicestershire lead comms, we've got a German co-comms, and we've got a French joke comms.
Trying to make sure everyone's represented. That's for sure.
Well, very inclusive and multicultural environment here in MRC. You're seeing, guys. So.
Well, we've all got something to do with Germany anyway. That's for sure.
In what way?
Well, LRL is German, and we're
Mercedes drivers. I know Stefan's German, yeah.
Oh, we're Mercedes drivers.
True. True. But yes, this is the sports tier, which is our. I wouldn't say they are our lowest tier here, but they are up and comers, shall we say? The more up and comers more than anything, people that are either new to everything or just trying to dab their hand into league racing. But yep, qualifying. No one set a lap time yet. Let's try and find someone. We'll jump to Shaver as he comes through the last couple corners, as David does a 13.3 to get us underway in the Alpha Tauri. As Shaver comes over the line and does a 14.7 for his banker. As Devil Rejected goes for a 13.2, taking provisional pole in that Red Bull. As J Mur pips in with a 12.8 to take pole provisionally, and then Mutsnut snatches it straight after within seconds. You guys ain't hanging around tonight, as Geke does a 15.2 for his starter lap. Just a quick one, Stefan. How did you find Spain on Monday in Elite?
It was a very intense race. It was super close in quali and in the race. I think the whole race I was in the S13 in a pack, and that was really. It was really challenging, but it was a lot of fun. I really liked this track and the race overall, even though the ending was a bit unfortunate for me, but overall it was a very fun race. It was an intense race, and from my point of view it was great because I could fight with the guys up front, even though I was struggling a lot and sometimes, but overall it was the racing is so close here. I had some nice battles in the first corner, second corner, third corner. You know, you can go side by side here through the whole first sector and beyond. And yeah, that's what makes this track very nice to race on, because everything is very close together.
Yeah, you're saying about the close quarters racing around this track because of the nature of it. I mean, we had that in Comptier earlier. There was quite a few cars within a close proximity of each other. We had about DRS trains of about 6-7 cars at some point, and then we had which looked like possibly 2, 3, 4 cars wide at some point looking into turn 1 after a couple safety car restarts. So you're not wrong with it being a track that delivers for very close racing.
It does. It really can become very tactical as well. Like how much ERS are you gonna be able to save? When are you gonna use it? When do you have the feeling that you can maybe break out of the DRS train? That was very difficult, and the strategy plays an important role. Like I was lucky that the safety car came at the right time for me, because initially the undercut is very strong here. Initially I thought I'm gonna lose 2 places because the guys behind me pitted and I was stuck behind a certain ant. But he was stretching his soft tires till I don't know when, so it was crazy again. But these little things can make a huge difference here. A safety car at the right point or at the wrong point of time can give you a huge advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying about Ant with his longevity on the softs. I think that's just Ant having a little flex during his races, like showing off his tyre management.
No, it's not a flex. It's I need it, and for the exact reason that Stefan gave. A well-timed safety car, from my perspective, that's what helped them race.
Yeah, true. I mean,
I kind of got a free pit stop.
We all need a little bit of luck at some point. It doesn't hurt to have a little bit of luck for, like, for example, people tripping over each other and they lose time because of it, or like you say, the safety car coming out. It doesn't hurt to have a little bit of luck. As following Triz at the moment, who's set purple sectors 1 and 2. Coming into the penultimate corner and then the final corner, looking nice and tidy. As he runs to the line, he goes second with a 12.8.
That was decent.
Yeah, he's got something to prove with him being in a championship scrap with Ant Stoke, who's currently in P5 at the moment. The gap between those two in the championship, after Ant updated the
Standings.
The championship standings, which I've been waiting for all day so I can get all my notes done. It's only 3 points between them, so it's very tight between those two at the top of the championship in the drivers in the sports tier. So hopefully those two can put a good show on for everyone, and we see Adamski retired as he is on a quali ban. I can't remember who the other driver is on a quali ban. I think Ghost Rider is the other one. It just popped into my head. So those two on a quali ban tonight, with the amount of penalty points they have collected.
Yeah, 25 points gets you a qualifying ban.
Let's find someone on a lap. Da Convertible, but he's out on the hard tyres. He's doing qualifying on the hards.
P6.
Yeah, Sambal.
Improvement there.
Yep. Dakon invalidated.
Given is hitting. Not much action on track at the moment.
No, there's...
Is sitting as well.
don't
Everyone's
have any
preparing
team.
for the final run.
Well, Spivvy has just started a lap, so we'll follow the Alpine through the
Yeah, then
S's.
he's gonna get some streaming time and
Yeah. I would do an onboard, but I'm
he's
not
up.
very good at onboard laps. So apologies on that one to everybody. My onboard lap explanation is not the best, so... But we'll jump on board anyway to follow his lap as he's up through the uphill S's to the uphill right-hander onto the DRS straight. See how close. Wonder how close he can get to his teammate, who's currently second. Looking nice and tidy.
yeah, very clean so far.
Downshifts to 6th for the final corner. Crosses the line. Only improves by a tenth, so stays in P12. Got Chaos Druid. Seems to have bailed on a lap as Muttnuts goes quicker to keep his foot firmly on that pole position grid slot.
12.3 is very fast laps. Very.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a 12.3 and Triz is on a 12.8, so that's
Yes.
quite a gap there between those two. But I think Muttnuts has done 2 runs, whereas Triz has only done the 1, as we watch Chaos Druid going onto a lap that gets a nice little handy tow from the Alfa Romeo just ahead of him on the run down to turn 1. Nice and tidy through the first 2 corners into turn 3. Car looks glued through there, planted. Through 4, go on board with the Williams. Downhill to turn 5. Nice on the exit. Through the little kink of 6. The uphill of 7 and 8. The fast right-hander of turn 9. Still getting a bit of a distance tow from the car in front. Breaking down what is turn 10. Gets a bit out of shape, so I think that's his lap done. Which is a shame because it looked
Good
like
lap.
a... Oh, and Stoke with a 12.1.
Yeah, it was
Definitely the track's getting quicker now. And everyone's getting got the eye in.
wow. So that was almost the 1.11, and I say at 12.1. I didn't think that as someone would beat the 12.3 from Muttnuts, but Anth's proven me wrong.
Yeah. I don't even know what it's like to do a 1 minute 12 round here because I can only manage a 113. But qualifying's not my strongest set of skills as Jamer decides to retire out the last corner. Looks like he dropped it.
Where did you
But a
finish on Monday?
12.8 is not a bad lap to sit on, so he's looking decent there. Currently P5 on a 12.8. Let's have a look at Fix in the Aston Martin. He's got the green helmet to match as he goes very, very wide getting into the gravel trap. Must have carried a bit too much speed and just ended up drifting the car too wide over the curb and into the gravel. Those tyres look very, 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 very dirty. Dirty tyres. Not very good. He finishes the lap anyway. But we'll jump to Sambal. In the Mercedes with a Max Verstappen Red Bull helmet. What is it with people? Come on, guys. We don't want to see Red Bull and Mercedes combination.
We could one day.
Please no.
Well, to be fair, what was it? It was Toto Wolff. He was a Red Bull driver.
He was part of the enemy, is what you're saying.
He was part of the problem.
Ooh.
And you had Sauber back in the early 2000s that was sponsored by Petronas and by Red Bull.
Let's find somebody on a lap that's... We'll see the end of Biff's lap.
Except he's coming around.
He's not on a lap or anything.
13.1.
Or has he started his lap now? I don't know. Losing track of people on laps. We'll jump up to Triz though, who has started another lap, looking to regain that top spot on the timing pages.
Devil rejected 113.0, jumps up to P7 for the moment.
That's decent.
Nice place to be. Triz looks very planted as we have a Williams round at the uphill chicane. We had plenty of cars going round there in the comp tier earlier. I'm not going to count. I'm not going to say how many cars we actually lost there, as Winky has retired, so that's his qualifying done.
Oh,
Triz through the penultimate corner into the final, over the line. 4/10, stays third, but he improves to a 12.3. Not far off Mutt's Nuts, but just under 2/10 to Anne Stoke, who still sits on pole.
He is jumping up to P10 in the Alpine, 13.3.
Oh, Mutt's Nut. I've just jumped to Mutt's Nuts and it says he's gone purple in the middle. Car's getting out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's see what it's. Let's see what he does out in these last few corners. Comes to the line.
He lost some time in the last sector.
0.050 improvement. Improves to a 12.2. Biff's invalidated. Dacon's going round on medium tyres because he's a higher tier driver and he can only qualify on the slower tyre. Which explains why he did his banker on hard. Clever move by Dacon, to be fair. At the final corner. Improves to P8 with a 13.1 on his very last run. So that looks to be the grid, because everyone else is being pushed into the garage or seeing the check and flag. So we'll run through the order eventually when it pops up. Quite impressed with Dacon because he had quite a good showing in comp earlier, and again showing the pace that he's got round here again.
We can see how close the grid is together. The
Yeah.
top three are a little bit ahead of the rest.
Yeah,
but
so
After that, it's half a tenth.
Oh,
half a
Chaos
second.
Druid with a 5 grid drop penalty after qualifying, so that'll drop him down from P12 to 17th, I would guess, quickly. And we'll
up to
quickly run
17th.
through the order while we have time. Ant Stoke takes pole, Mutsnut second, Triz third, David is fourth, Jamer fifth, Sambal sixth. Devil Rejected 7th, Convertible 8th, Fix 9th, Giban 10th, Spivey 11th, Chaos Druid 12th, despite his 5 grid penalty, Biff 13th, Gecko 14th, Dino 15th, Shemver, tongue tied, will run, Shaver will carry on the grid afterwards. As we have, it's looking a bit cloudy and a bit misty.
It does. Could there be some rain on the way?
The only people that will know will be those on track, because in the comms box we don't know anything.
We could know more in about 5 minutes if everybody's on soft tyres.
True.
That could be a good clue. Also, a bit since we're on a break, could you share your screen, please? Because that way I have real time.
I can try, but it doesn't help with my internet that well.
Right, yeah.
So apologies on that. I mean, you could always use the stream.
That's what I've been using, but it would have been real time.
Yeah, if my internet were good enough, then I probably would have. I just don't want to hamper the stream or anything.
Yep.
Wonder what everyone's thinking strategy-wise as we sit here.
Well, Stefan, you tried a medium hard, didn't you? Well, that's what you planned. Yeah.
Yes, I went for the medium hard strategy because I qualified relatively high, at least for me. So I was in P6, I believe, and from there, I didn't want to go on the hard tire because in case there's an early safety car. And I was also afraid that I would drop back too much if I'm on the hard. So I choose the medium, and I think if you're in this position, like within the top 10, this is the most reasonable thing to do on this track. The medium hard strategy works perfectly. It also works the other way around, but then you need to hope that there isn't an early safety car, and choosing the medium tire will give you a little bit more flexibility with your strategy, and but of course you can also start on the soft tire and make the soft medium work. That's also possible, especially if you're Ant. But if you know how to deal with the tires, that's also possible on this track. And the soft tires aren't as bad as they used to be on this track. I remember that they used to melt on this track in previous games, but on this game it's possible to stretch them, more than 10 laps easily.
Yeah, could you say about the soft tires not being usable in older versions of the game? 2022 was the worst. I don't think we ever touched the soft tire on the 22 game. We never touched it. It was always the hard and the medium tires that were used. The only time you used the soft tire was in qualifying, and that was about it, because that's all they were good for, because they just went off so quick.
Yeah, that was the reason why I was using the soft tires. It was just to get rid of them and to have better tires for the end of the race. I wanted to get rid of them at the start and just have good tires at the end.
That used to be my strategy as well in previous games. Like just hope for a safety and then go medium. But formation lap is on the way. see what the guys.
Yep. So I'll finish off the grid from earlier as Shaver obviously was in 15th before we went away from the screen. Melvin 16th, Castro with 17th, Winky is 18th, Adamski 19th on a quali ban, and Ghost Rider 20th also on a quali ban. So that rounded off the grid as Antstoke Antstoke on the soft tyre. He's on the red wall tyre.
Right.
Speaking of that, we'll have a little look at tyres in the meantime. Oh, variety split with the soft and the mediums. Nobody's gone for the hard tyres.
Interesting that no one is on the hard tire.
No,
I wasn't expecting
it almost looks like almost a 50-50 split, almost between soft and mediums, but I think most drivers have opted for the softs to start on.
I think this could indicate some rain coming in about 5 or 6 laps.
Possibly. I mean, we did have someone say in the chat of the YouTube, this is going to be a nice calm. Going to be nice calm down, lol, or whatever. I don't know. Probably hinting at something. I mean, we don't know what weather's going off, but the drivers do, so possibly the soft tyres hint at possible rain incoming, as you say. All we have to do is just wait and see.
Well, I think let's have a little surprise. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe also if it just stays cloudy, it also changes the.
I think as well. I think the softs ain't a bad call because the cloud and overcast, which is the cooler track temperature, as Antstoke slightly misses his grid box and Triz as well. Obviously, they're gonna warm up quicker, so they're gonna work better in the cooler conditions compared to the medium. So it's not a bad idea to start, but the drop-off's so quick, as we know, so as Adamski taking his time getting into his grid slot, which is who we're waiting on, finally does, as we'll jump on board with Antstoke at the front, as we have 5 lights. And we are underway again here in Spain for the sports tier. Everyone, obviously those on the soft tyre are going to be getting the better launch with the grippier tyre. As the McLaren leads into turn 1 and 2. Looks nice and tidy. No incidents looking at it so far, so nice and clean by the sports tier drivers. Antstoke on those softs trying to gap as quickly as possible. We'll drop down to the mid-pack to see how everyone else is getting on.
Very clean start, I have to say. I didn't see any contact, no wings flying, so well done to the drivers. Oh, there comes making a move on Jamer, yeah, well done.
Yep. Red Bull passes the Haas. Now is looking to take on the AlphaTauri just in front of David. But Antstoke not rating around at all. Sets the fastest lap, obviously, opening lap as well. But he's opened up a 1.3 second lead just on the first lap. Those soft tyres used to full effect. We'll get rid of the tyres now so it doesn't give away strategy or anything.
Gecky's pitting, so there seems to be someone with wing damage indeed.
Possible wing damage for the AlphaTauri then.
Getting that gap over a second is crucial right now because that means that during this second lap, he's not going to be getting a tow.
No, it's going to leave Mutt's nuts. vulnerable to Triz, who's on the soft tyre as well. Mutsnut's the
Yep.
highest runner at the moment on the medium tyres. As David keeps having a look at the back of Triz while Dacon's having a look at back of David. Yet again, as we saw at the start of the comp race, everyone very close together.
Yeah, it's very hard to make a gap on anyone on this track.
Oh, David's running wide.
Dacon gains the
they're still going
place.
side by side. Wait. He has more straight line speed.
Oh, the Haas having a look as well. 3 wide into 1.
Oh, there's contact. Oh, there's another
Contact.
car. Whoa, what was going on there?
3 into 1,
Oh,
don't go,
another
and round
contact.
again.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't like to see that. At least they're
Virtual
still pointing
safety
in the right
car.
direction, but
oh,
yeah. Yeah, go
I
ahead,
think
go ahead,
Gibbons
everything.
just got 5 seconds for
Full power.
hitting. Severe collision. My guess is he didn't have time to react.
Gibbon is stranded on track. No, he was beached. But now he seems to be able to get going. Gibbon was beached on the curb and he's missing his front wing. And yeah, I don't know what happened there. There was,
The game gave him 5 seconds for a severe collision, so my guess is a car was not ghosted and he didn't have time to react. But that all started with a three abreast going into turn 1, and as we all know, 3 into 1 does not go. And it didn't look like either driver was willing to back out of that. So
I was focusing on the fight between David and Dacon, and I wasn't even expecting or seeing another car coming there.
yeah,
but,
it was
yeah,
just came out of nowhere, and as we go green light,
chaos
VRS
erupted.
virtual safety car is ended.
That was
So
a
we're
long
back
one.
under green conditions again. We'll just jump to Triz, all over Mutt's nuts at the moment. Alpine versus Aston Martin.
And in the midst of all this chaos, Geki has got a drive-through penalty for speeding on the VSC, so things are not working out in his favor today so far.
Yeah.
Thing
It's
is,
very
you could have a drive through, but all it takes is one safety car and you're back in it again.
Yes, you definitely are. And has opened the gap to 2 seconds already.
He's not hanging about on those soft
No.
tyres.
He's doing what he needs to do on his tire.
Yeah, Shaver's gone. Out to the high speed,
safety
right
car is
uphill,
coming.
right hander. Oh, full
Ooh.
safety car. That was being brought out by the Alfa Romeo of Shaver, who seemed to have lost it out the uphill right hander of 9 on the minimap as
That's the
we're at
last
a
thing I wanted.
standstill because I think Antstoke was trying to wait for the safety car to come out of the as Antstoke's been disqualified.
He
What?
passed the safety car.
He was waiting
wow.
for the safety car to pass him instead of carrying on.
Oh.
I think that's what happened there. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
as
yeah,
polystyrene
throwing
balls
the-
go flying as the McLaren pulls off the track.
Well,
I get
not-
what he was trying to do, but in that point, just keep going and pick the safety car up after on the next lap. Don't sit and wait for it to come out the pit lane.
oh, and do you see what I'm seeing? What we haven't spotted yet is we have some drivers on Inters.
Do we?
We see some gaming, so indeed there is some rain. The
Let's just have a quick look at
drivers are
tyres
expecting
then.
some rain.
Oh, we do. We have Dacon Vertibil on intermediates, Melvin's on intermediates, and Chaos Druid on intermediates. So looks like we are going to get some rain at some point. As Geke's now switched to the intermediates as well.
Yeah, now it's all
So-
a question about when is it going to come. Because if it doesn't come within 2 laps, let's say, this could cook the tyres up.
Well, it's not too bad whilst they're under safety car because they're going at a slow pace, but it's when the safety car goes in that's going to be the problem.
Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah. 2 laps
As
of it, it
David
will
looks
cook
to be going in as well, so he's probably looking at the intermediates as well. As Spivey in as well. So is Winky. I see some drops of rain.
Oh, everybody must go in now.
There are drops of rain now appearing. The question is though, how quickly does this track get wet when it starts raining? That's the
Depends on the
question.
rain, I think.
Because it doesn't look heavy. It looks relatively light at the moment.
But on this game, things can change within.
Oh
two
yeah,
laps completely,
it messes with you. 1 minute it can look very light, and then all of a sudden it's a monsoon.
But of course,
Yeah.
there's also the possibility that we're gonna have 10 laps of rain, but we're gonna have DRS and dry tires.
Yes.
Still, so
Yeah, because
That's true.
bit of a gamble. Still.
usually the deactivation of DRS is usually the sign of wet conditions. But we haven't had that message yet to say DRS has been disabled. So we're currently racing under dry conditions at the moment.
Yeah, I think we've had 1 or 2 races like this season where the rain, it is raining, but the wet conditions don't really materialise, and it's still people going for the logical pit stop get penalised.
I am starting to see a bit. Oh, it's looking a bit greasy now. I'm seeing some spray getting kicked up now. Yeah, that is definitely wet.
Oh, yeah,
That is definitely wet
getting
now.
wet really fast.
Much nuts in.
Everybody must pit as because the safety car isn't coming in this lap, so
No.
pit now.
Yeah, everybody diving in.
Everybody's in, yeah.
Make sure you get the car stopped for the pit lane. Which those
Yeah,
that are
we've got
already
drops.
on the intermediates are going to benefit. So Dakon will take the lead
Yeah.
with Melvin and Chaos Druid, who were the first 3 on intermediates, as well as Spivey as well.
Now you see, I find it's a shame that this has happened during a safety car, because this is where people can judge,
It
oh,
nullifies
yeah, it's still,
the strategy
yeah.
of the switch.
This is more of a gamble rather than, okay, I feel that the tyres are going and I should go for the inters now and
Yeah.
gain something. This is a bit more of a luck thing, so it's a bit of a shame. It would have been very exciting.
To be, this is just me talking, but I wish it was actual heavy rain because I want to see some Spain
get to
90.
it.
I want to see some Spain 96. I want to see some Ferraris absolutely going rapid in the wet. Yeah, referencing Michael Schumacher's domination in the wet in Spain in '96. There, the reason why he was called the Rainmeister.
But
Safety
look at
car
how
in.
the grid looks like now. It's completely shaken up.
Oh
Melbourne
yeah, the
from
grid's been
P16 to
completely mixed up now, and also different conditions now. Brake zones change
Yeah.
and all of that. Obviously, everyone's going to be braking a bit earlier now with the wet conditions. And also, I think the rain can also affect how you take corners as well. But then again, it's a video game, not real life. As Dakon gets his foot down on the restart. Everybody on intermediate tyres. To be fair, I think it's the first time we've had rain all week in Spain
week,
for the
yeah.
MRC. Yeah, first time we've had rain, and it's left it until the very last race of the week. Damn you, Codemasters. Anyway, either way, it's going to make it an entertaining end to this race, that's for sure.
Oh, there is contact in the back. Ooh, almost surprised. So it
Yeah,
went
just seeing a few cars
quite
changes.
well. Oh, Dean's going to the gravel.
Oh dear. Bad
Oh,
luck for
that Devil rejected and it's still going for it. Oh.
Let's drop down to the back to see what's going off.
Yeah, it's sorted for now. There was some contact.
Yeah, the Haas all over the back of the Red Bull.
Then Motsnut's going down the inside of Geki, trying to
Not going
make
the
up
wrong
the
way.
places he's lost to his strategy error.
Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah, it looks
Geki
like
coming
he
back
holds
on the inside.
on. I gets it done.
Better traction by the Aston Martin of Mutsnuts. Gets the place. As looks like Winky's making a move as well, just up the road.
Yeah, Spio went through the gravel there. Got wide in the last corner.
The Alpine losing 2 places there. Dak
David
Convertible,
and Chaos 3 going for it.
Dak Convertible not
Yes,
hanging
look at
around
that.
up front.
Oh,
As we have
side by side.
Still side by side, but David holds on to that 3rd place. Well, I think he made the move.
Overtook, though. He gained 3rd place now.
He gained it and then held it. Fair and just deceived me. Stand corrected.
Yeah, that way around.
A good move though in the wet.
Yeah, you see, overtaking is still possible, even
It is.
in the wet, without DRS.
Dak Convertible 2.5 seconds up the road from Melvin.
Mutsnut's moving into P5 already. Yeah,
Mutsnut's not
keen
hanging
to
around. He's making
get
those
back
places
to the
back as well. Looking at the drivers changing places.
Many things are happening right now. Don't know where to look.
I
David
know.
goes for the 2nd place even against Melvin.
Oh, yep. I've just seen that on the left-hand side of the screen. David's moved up to 2nd. Dak Convertible 3.2 up the road.
Basically going through the grass in turn 1.
Looks like Fix has dropped a few places. Obviously, some drivers still feeling out the wet conditions, finding out where the brake points are now, because obviously they've changed.
Regaining his position from Winky.
Yep, just seen that. As Winky having a look, Winky trying to look back at him. Safely backs out though. Waits to fight another day.
It's getting very close between Gibbon and Triz.
Oh yeah, just seen that, trying to find that. You can always tell who's more comfortable in the wet than others, because it's a proper change around. Because you could be one of the quickest drivers in dry conditions, but as soon as the rain comes, your confidence may just go because you just don't like the slipperier conditions. Whereas it can bring those that are slower back into it because they seem to have more confidence in the wet conditions. So it completely throws everything out of order, and everyone jostling for position up and down the grid. Everybody trying to find the grip in the wet.
Going for it.
Got about a handful of cars in one shot.
Yeah, and
so
going back
much
to what you were
happening at the
saying-
moment. I can't keep up with it.
Going back to what you were saying about the rain, it really rewards drivers who've gone for a higher downforce setup.
And also, I think the wet conditions reward the patient rather than the ones that rush things. As thought I was going to see a car. Oh, we have gone one. Oh, we've had a DNF Ghost Rider in the wall.
Yeah,
Safety
that's
car.
safety car.
There's Lord in the just back there, bare fit in the back of somebody. Didn't get the car slowed down, and he's gone into the back of somebody. So we've had 2 DNFs straight there. One thing is, you don't want to be too close to a car in front, especially in wet conditions, because if they you brake too late or they brake too early, you don't want to risk being that close to people. But I don't know what happened to Ghost Rider to cause him to DNF. I think there was just a few people just within close proximity, and all it takes is the smallest of nudges in the wet conditions and round your car goes.
Yep, and that goes. It gets worse as the race goes on because tyre wear.
Oh yeah, tyre wear is a big factor because
yeah.
Interesting. Adamski has chosen the full wet tire. He's at the
probably
back of the
taking
grid,
a.
so
He's
yeah,
taking a gamble. He's not going to lose anything from it, so it still
maybe
looks intermediate conditions. I don't think it's full wet, judging by the track, but those out on track would know more because they can feel how the car's behaving and how the car's reacting to the conditions.
It could be getting to it because we can see the racing line. Pretty
You
clearly,
you see the dry line a little, but
so it
not
could be
so
getting towards it.
much. At least it's going to calm everyone down all of a sudden as Dakon catches the safety car. While we're on the safety car, would you two like to share your favourite moments from past Spanish Grand Prix? Like your favourite moments? I mean, obviously, with Ant being a Mercedes driver in Elite, one of his favourite moments is probably least favourite moments is when Hamilton and Rosberg collided.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy that. Yeah, for sure. That's something for another day.
Funnily enough, that
really
led
enjoyed-
to a certain young Dutchman's first Grand Prix win that day because he held off a experienced Ferrari of Kimi Räikkönen behind him for multiple laps. And the funny thing is, that was his first race in the actual Red Bull team as well, because he got promoted before that race.
Yeah, and that must have really helped him because there were plenty of questions of, was that fair?
Dakon's dropped it under
stopping.
safety car, and he's just clipped a Mercedes. It's Mercedes as well, trying to spin back round. So Dakon with no front wing.
Yeah. Well,
Lost it under the safety car, trying to keep heating his tyres.
oh, don't. Well, he almost ended his race in the pit wall there.
Going a bit too quick into the pit entry and almost doing a David Coulthard. I mean, how embarrassing is it to retire on the entry of the pit lane?
It has happened, and he's choosing the full wets as well. So
So he's probably taken the gamble with the predicament he's in. So Only time will tell if it's the right call or not. To be fair, I wish I was out there now on track rather than in this commentary box. I do like racing in the wet.
It does have its moments, yeah. Racing in the wet, it can be fun.
It's rewarding
you've
if you're good at it. It's very rewarding if you're good at it.
Yeah. But you need to have confidence in your car and the drivers around you.
Yeah, you've got to have
badly.
very good awareness, as you say. Because of the way I race in the wet, I find that patience is a good thing to have in wet conditions.
Yeah, you've got to look after your rear tires.
Oh, and MC's changed back to the Inters, so doesn't
Probably
seem
thought it wasn't the
crystal
right
clear.
call. Safety car's going to be going round for another lap, so my guess is safety car will probably be coming in at the end of lap 15 as David is deciding to probably go on to another set of intermediates, have the fresh tyre, but he's giving up track position in the meantime.
Well, for giving up track position, it would only make sense if he thinks the heavy rain is coming and he needs full wet tires.
You just have a look what tyre he's changing on to.
It's full wets.
Oh, he's gone full wets, has he?
He has.
This is going to be interesting.
It could be at that point though where it's 50-50 and you're guessing which tyre's the right one to be on.
It's hard to judge, but from the looks of it, it looks really wet by now. The rain is pouring down a lot, so I guess
It's looking very dense, yeah.
We're closely approaching the tipping point for full wets.
When it comes to intermediate conditions, you can't really rely, I think, on the visual aspect of the track. But
no,
when it comes to heavy rain, you can.
Yeah, safety car in. There's not a lot of like the visual effect of the standing water puddles. There's not seem to be many puddles forming on track, so my guess is probably still intermediate conditions, because I don't see many puddles. That's just me trying to work it out for myself.
I think we don't see the racing line as much as before.
I can just make out the racing line still, especially into the penultimate corner. But we'll see when everyone decides to go again, as Chaos Druid will be deciding when they go. Cautiously trying to get the foot down as he gets the race back underway. Mott's Nuts and Melvin battling into turn one.
Oh, he's crashed.
Melvin's gone.
Tiny bit of contact.
Is that a full safety car or virtual?
I think that's a virtual.
Yeah.
It's finally come up for me. Virtual safety car.
We saw that in MRCX, how quick it can change.
Well, yeah, it was a bit of a funny moment in X, weren't it, on Friday? We went from a virtual, and as soon as the virtual ended, we went straight into a full safety car. I'd never seen that before. Because I think at the point it happened, I was going down the start-finish straight, and as soon as I entered turn one, it went from virtual ending to a full safety car. And it just surprised me, because I've never seen that ever before.
It was a very late change.
Yeah, as we're back green again, virtual's ended. It does look like those on the intermediates seem to be cautious on acceleration out of corners at the moment, so... Dakon and David, who are the ones I think on the full wet still, down there in 12th and 13th, so we'll just drop down to see how they're doing on those full wet tyres.
Huge over speed. But he backs out of it. No. Oh, David and Dean fighting. And as he's joining them, there's a bit of contact and wheel banging.
A bit of banging wheels and stuff through turn 2.
Oh, there's
slight contact there.
Almost round.
I do think, look, judging by it, the intermediates are still the better tie to be on, because David and Dakon don't seem to be getting the best out of the full wets at the moment.
Yeah.
Because they're not making much progress.
No. Well, at least for now, the Inters are definitely drivable.
Yeah, that's for sure. Is we have
there's contact.
Winky round.
Winky. And Fixer.
Fix also, I think, caught up in that as well. We'll jump to the front.
Oh, they were struggling on the full wet, so they're not up to temperature.
No, as Mutt's Nuts is lining up a move on Chaos Druid towards turn 1. He's deciding to go for the outside. Bails out of it though.
Bails. Just makes the corner. No, he almost spun it. Oh, Mutt really had to take a warning action there, but
I can't see any damage on the Aston Martin, so...
That was so close.
Smallest of margins there.
Yep.
As Chaos Druids also lost a position to Spivey.
That's what you were saying earlier on about being close to the car ahead. You've got to be able to react to whatever's happening.
And give them. Someone trying to hold on, but no, you can't. Not from there. Oh, Jamer's almost lost it on the curve. Do not accelerate on too much on this curve. Don't touch it in the wet.
To be fair,
sure.
In the wet, stay off the curbs and stay away from the white lines.
Yes. You really need to be.
Because in my opinion, I think the most dangerous part of the track when it's wet are those painted white lines.
Yes, they are indeed. Now Devil.
Oh, Geke round the outside of Devil Rejected. I think Devil Rejected got out of shape more than Geke getting a better run as Chaos Druids pitted.
Maybe he has wing damage. I'm gonna check.
Please let me know. Geke into third. Geke having a bit of a quiet race. We haven't mentioned him much in this race, and he's popped out the blue with these wet conditions as Devil Rejected gets the place back.
He was almost a lap down, and you know, the safety car and the rain has changed everything.
Yeah, it's flipped everything on its head, but the driver in form at the moment is definitely Mutt's Nuts. He was showing decent pace in the dry, and he's showing decent pace in the wet as well. I do like that shot where they're coming over the up the hill of through the fast right-hander of 9, and you just see him coming into shot. I do like that. J Moore makes the move on Geke.
Gotta wait a bit until I'm confirming it, but yeah, now he's got the position. This is lining up a move on Geke as well. Nice exit out of the final corner.
go on board with the Alpine as we have a drag race towards turn 1. Sensibly backs out. It's alright going for a move, but you've got to be very mindful, especially with the cars in front, because in case one of them makes a little mistake. We'll stay on board with Triz for the time being in this battle. Get a lovely view with the Alpha Tauri in front. Also, he's got such a better run. Backs out sensibly. Geke gets a bit missed out of shape. Ooh, Geke a bit cautious through turn 9. Yellow flag. Somebody's gone round the uphill chicane.
That uphill chicane is a challenge, and in the rain. Ugh.
It's a challenge in the dry, but in the wet, it's another kettle of fish.
Devil rejected. Gonna try to get into second place.
Yeah, we'll just jump to that.
He is much more speed and fresher tires than speed. Move for in, but oh wait. Yeah. No, you cannot fight back. Devil's up to P2.
Seems to...
Okay, he's missing the corner.
Devil rejected, pulling away quite a bit from Spivey after the overtake. Does seem to have more Oh, I just seen that on the minimap. I was just watching Devil Rejected pulling away from Spivey. He seems to have more confidence in the car than Spivey does. As Dino's pitted, probably for repairs. Someone's gone off at turn 1.
David. Well, you see, David has changed back to Inters. Well, at the same time, we now have Fix and Dino on full wet, so doesn't seem to be very clear. Some drivers are expecting the rain to increase more, and some drivers are probably think that they will be fine on Inters.
It's making them get it's almost like the game's making them trying to make the drivers second guess themselves.
Yeah.
Because we had a moment in X once where it was raining, but it almost looked like it was about to dry, and I think that was Zandvoort, if you remember that one, Ant.
I think
it was very, very light rain, yeah.
But the track almost looked like it was about to dry.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden it'll go wet again.
But it looks like the Inters are definitely faster at the moment. Dacon is struggling as well, and he's a very fast driver, so I think Inters are the right call at the moment. And another question will be, will it be possible to finish on the Inters? We have some drivers with 16, 17 laps on them, and we've got 11 laps to go, so I'm wondering if they will be able to make it to the end. I'm not sure about that.
That's a very good point.
I didn't really think of that, to be fair.
Well, the safety cars will be helping, that's for sure.
Sam asks, can we see who's on wets and inters? Yeah, I'll just give that a quick show because I don't want to give much away. But we have 3 drivers that are trying the wet tyres at the moment. Dacon's been on them the most. But that's who's currently running what tyre. If you have a quick look, we'll get rid of that now, because I don't want to get told off by Mark for showing tyre strategies. Don't want to give too much away on stream. gaps have just completely blown out of proportion because it's those that are confident are really gapping, and then those that aren't so confident are just falling off. The grid is just so spread all of a sudden since the rain's come.
Yeah, I think it has now sorted a little bit, and everyone is like drivers are now more comfortable with the conditions, and now everyone's going their pace for now. So we don't see as much battling and also spinning as we did in the previous laps. So now the race is calming down a little bit indeed, and maybe we as commentators have time to take a breath.
Yeah.
That would be helpful for me.
We just had an overtake, we've missed it.
Yes.
Gibbons made a place on Geke.
Geke, you see, he has very old tires, and Chaos Root is just flying past him.
Yep.
I mean, Gibbon has old tires as well, but it will be I think Chaos Druid has a huge tire advantage at the moment, and he is pitted second time already.
Yeah, utilising the better grip, because he does seem to hold a better line in to some extent, but late. Almost going into the back of Gibbon.
Pushing him through the corner. For some contact even.
I think it could be worth it for drivers that are in the pack like Gibbon or Chaos Druid to pit for a new set of tyres, because they're going to be held up by the drivers in front of them.
Yeah.
If they get into free air...
Gibbon's gone so deep. Gibbon went so deep, which opened the door to Chaos Druid.
They could close the gap in case there's a safety car at the end.
But the thing is, the gaps are quite big, as I think Geke's lost another place. Geke's just tumbling down the order on those worn intermediate tyres. I'll give Dacon credit, still going on those full wet tyres, but it just shows that there's not much between them.
He's really struggling right now. You can see
his car's twitching throughout the corners.
There's no grip on them.
No.
Jamer is just driving past them, really.
For 1 minute, I will say, for 1 minute it looked like he was managing all right, but then he was going through turn 3, and then there's no grip in those rear tyres, because he's coming out of corners. He's gone off. He's in the gravel. Dino's retired. Full safety car. Dino's gone out the final corner.
Wow, that changes a lot. And look at that, the top two have passed the pit entry already. So the safety car is waiting on them to get, so they cannot hit. They will lose their lead if they pit now. And look now, from P3 on, everyone's
gonna be jumping in for those fresh intermediate tyres.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible news for Matsnuts and Devil. Like, it, not just the wrong time, for the safety car, it's also completely the wrong place. That was really unlucky. The safety car would have.
Couple drivers deciding to stay out. Geke and J Mer have decided to stay out and fix as well. Everyone else pitting for the fresh intermediates. And because they've caught the safety car, there's no delta, so...
Yeah.
if there was a delta, they'll be able to pit and get out and hold the positions. But with no delta, they're not guaranteed to keep those positions. And the lead car of the drivers that are on the fresh intermediates, I think, is Spivey in P6, so he's in the driver's seat, as Mutsnuts and Devil Rejected do come in for those fresh intermediate tyres, but sadly they are going to lose out. So Geke will inherit the race lead. And this kind of helps things because it bunches the pack up because of how spread the pack was before the safety car came out. There was only like a very small selection of cars that were within striking range of each other. I mean, obviously overtakes come less and less with the rain because obviously there's no DRS assistance, which I prefer because it means you got to work for the overtake rather than just rely on an aid, as I would. To be honest, DRS is kind of an aid, really, isn't it?
It is.
They should get rid of it, in my opinion. Scrap it. Sorry, I just prefer the days where you had to work for your overtakes rather than just.
I think we could, it would be not good for the brand. I think.
No.
I don't think it would be good for the brand. It would be purer racing, but I'm not sure it would be good for the sport.
Nah.
Unfortunately.
Just waiting on Winky to catch up to the safety car queue.
I think we're gonna have another lap.
Yeah, we will have another lap. So definitely be going green for the end of lap 28.
Interesting that Fix is staying out on the wet. I thought that everyone's gonna switch back to Inters because obviously they seem to be the faster tire, but he's going for track position.
If it was slightly more wetter than what it is, I'd probably say it weren't a bad call, but I think he will probably get swamped by those on the fresher intermediates because obviously Spivey, the lead car on the intermediates, from what I know, who pitted. The cars that I knew stayed out that haven't pitted were Geke Joma and Fix, which is why they're first, second and third behind the safety car.
Well,
but sometimes it helps to have the used intermediates because they warm up quicker than the new ones because they've already got that temperature built in.
Well, at this stage of the race, I don't think it's going to help because how old are these tyres? Is it 20 laps? I can't remember.
Well, I'm not showing on stream. I'm not giving anything not giving anything away on stream.
Well, okay.
So if
it still is about 20 laps. I can't remember when they pit. It's about that mark and 20 laps.
Just had a bit of a situation behind the safety car. I don't know what happened. But we are looking to go racing again. As Geke becomes safety car. He's waiting for his time to go. Waiting, waiting, and waiting. As he's leaving it late, as he's gone just before the line. But J Mur is right under his diffuser, looking to make the look into turn 1, but backs out. Wasn't fully alongside.
Oh, Triss and Chaos. Some wheel banging. Still fighting.
Yeah. It's...
Oh, he
Chaos Druid.
into the gravel. Yeah, he was too late on the brakes. Then had to avoid the car. Oh, don't.
I've just seen some carbon fibre just go flying into the airs.
Going through the gravel.
Oh no!
Contact.
It's getting
The
messy.
devil was involved, and I think.
Come on, guys. Just. Yeah.
Now Triss is trying to get past Geki for second.
This is silly.
They're going. Now he's on the outside. Can he make it 6?
The grip that he's
Looks like
got
he
to
can.
hold it round the outside just
Nice
shows
move,
you,
well done.
just shows you how much those fresh interiors are helping. But he's got quite a gap to catch to J Mur up the road with only a handful of laps left. As Adamski making moves as well. Geke's just got no grip on those intermediates at the moment. No grip.
The Gibbon and Devil. Wow. He gets past. And Geki loses another place. Yeah, his tires are extremely old right now.
I think the driver losing out the most though at the moment is obviously Geke, because his inters are so much older than those around him that he just can't find the grip that the others can.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you will even get into puncture territory towards the last lap. I'm not sure. But so far, I mean, he's still holding on to his place.
I mean, the only
Even though
person
you
that...
can really see in these fast corners how much he's struggling for grip.
Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Don't know what that's for, but we'll jump on to Winky, who's having a look at Geke. Just bides his time as that convertible's gone. He's retired in the pit lane by the looks of it. And so's Mutt's Nuts. So Mutt's Nuts has retired in the pit lane as well. Look at the grip that Winky's got compared to Geke as he's looking to hold it round the outside, but Devil rejected, mate. Sorry, Devil rejected, taking full advantage of that. Geke's just completely dropped down the order.
Yeah, he got sandwich. He got tagged up in between Chaos, so he will move against Winky maybe. Not for now.
We'll jump to the front because Triz is getting ever closer to J Mur, which means we could be in for an interesting last couple of laps between these two if Triz can get any closer.
got a
Yeah,
5-second time penalty, but I'm not sure where this has come from. I think it happened during the safety car, so maybe this could be something that gets
Maybe
removed
looked
later
at
on.
afterwards if it was something under the safety car.
could be important because Triz is looking to extend his
Yeah, because
championship lead.
championship rival Ant Stoke is out. He got disqualified early in the race. So, like you say, Triz trying to extend it, and he's currently going to be extending his grip on the championship by 18 points unless he overtakes Jamer, which is very close to doing because they're near enough nose to rear. We'll stick with these two for now, as they are going to be having a titanic tussle for the win on the last lap. Adamski 2.6 seconds back from these two, but
Chaos and Winky side by side. Winky is holding on for now. Now Tris is using all of his ERS, of course, but doesn't have the straight line speed.
thing is though, Adamski is in a Adamski in a decent position for in case something happens between these two. Prime position to pick up anything if these two accidentally collide or something. But Triz looks to be
very close now.
Yeah, he's looking around the outside. Tries to keep the grip,
really gonna
fighting the car.
Oh, they're going side by side.
Oh, that's impressive. Space given by both, still side by side at a turn 9.
They're really going for it in the last lap. Wow. What a battle we're seeing here towards the end.
Adamski's closing though, because these two are fighting so hard.
Yeah.
Adamski's closing in as Triz has actually made the move stick.
He has.
But look how much time Adamski's closed in on.
Will he come to regret it?
But as they come out the final corner, Triz will take the win on track, but then lose because of penalties. So Jay Moore will take the win provisionally with Adamski in second. That was a great final lap between those. And the fact they went side by side through turns 7 and 8, it just shows how much respect both drivers had.
For the lead. Wow, yes, I mean, what a fight we've seen there. Like, as you couldn't imagine it in any better way. Like on the last lap, side by side, for the win. Okay, there's a time penalty involved. I don't know if this is gonna get removed potentially. We will discuss this. We will take a look at this. But yeah, what a battle we've seen, and Jamer is our winner for now.
Yeah, provisionally. Obviously, stewards' inquiries and all of that. As we wait for Geke to come across the line. Paid the price for staying out on the old intermediates, did Geke. And for some, there it is finally showing the jack and flag. So we'll run through the provisional order after the podium celebration. Adamski driver of the day. Definitely a shout from the game.
Well,
we remember he came from the back of the grid, so.
An American race, American winner in an American car on a Spanish track. Well
done to the 11 finishers.
Yeah. run through the order, and then we'll decide on driver of the day after we've ran through the order. Right, here we go. This is only provisional, barring stewards. Jamer wins, so it's a win for America in an American car. Adamski gets second, also fastest lap as well, so he's going to get a bonus point along with that. Triz third, Spivey fourth, Devil rejected in fifth, Winky sixth, Chaos Druid seventh, Giban eighth, David ninth, Fix 10th, and Geke the final finisher in 11th. The classified but not classified are Mutz Nuts in 12th and Dakon 14th, and then the non-classifications, Dino 14th, Melvin 15th, Biff 16th, Ghost Rider 17th, Shaver 18th, and Sambal 19th, and then 20th I didn't get a chance to say. So who were your thoughts for driver of the day then, from all of that? It's quite a tricky one.
I mean, Mutz Nuts has a good one, to be honest.
Mutz Nuts has definitely got a strong shout.
Yeah, he just got a bit done by the safety car at the end,
but he made up for it, which is just shows you how strong of a contender he can be when he wants to. What about you, Stefan? Anyone take your eye?
That's a really difficult question. I'm thinking about Adamski. He came all the way from the back of the grid and fought his way to the top. So he's definitely a choice. But also, I think there were many choices. You also have to give it to Geki. I think he should have pitted at the last safety car. That would have been better for him. But before, we're thinking about the start of the race. Lap 1, front wing damage. Lap 2, drive-through penalty on the VSC for speeding. And then he was almost lapped. And then, there was one safety car and the rain kicking in. And all of a sudden, he was fighting in the top 5 or so. So he was up front. So he took advantage of that, and then he stayed in the top 10 for most of the race, I believe, if I remember correctly. And
yeah, because he was actually leading, I think, 2 of the safety car restarts. I think Geke was in control of. There's quite a few people who could probably be giving it. I mean, personally, I'm a bit torn between Adamski, who, like you say, came from the lower end of the grid, and Mutz Nuts, because Mutz Nuts showed great pace in the dry, but also showed great pace in the wet. So I'm happy to probably share it between those two.
Yeah,
if you two are in agreement as well.
Oh yes, absolutely, I am. I think we have seen a race where, things went up and down so fast. It's really hard to pick somebody because there were so many battles, so many drivers coming to the front, then dropping back, then coming again. So, yeah, really an eventful race with a lot of drivers who are serious contenders for driver of the day.
Yeah, so we'll give it to Adamski and Mutz Nuts for this one. So that ends all racing in Spain. We can finally look forward to the next round, which will be the dreaded ice rink of Baku. I'm not looking forward to that one.
Not many people are.
No.
I'll reassure you about that.
Yeah, and the only thing is, it's only, 2 days away? We first race in Baku on Friday for MRCX.
Yeah, lovely.
You sound so enthusiastic.
It's a sprint race as well, isn't it? So,
Oh, lovely. Sprint format.
yeah.
So yeah, it'll be Friday for MRCX for the first race in Baku. Then we'll have Expert and Elite on Monday, and then next Wednesday it'll be the comp and sport tiers after. So that's it from Spain and tonight. So it's farewell from me and Stefan. You two have been absolutely great tonight, I must say.
Thank you very much.
It was great to be on comps with you tonight, and if I'm not mistaken, you commented on the previous race competitive
Yes.
tier as well, right? So yeah, shout out to you for having such a long breath tonight. It
Well,
was,
I've done. Me and Ant
really-
have done a double shift practically.
yeah, you have, and it's impressive work. I mean, people think, oh, you're just chilling here and talking about the race, but it's really work and paying attention. So doing 2 races in a row is quite something.
Yep, good job, Bit.
Yeah. So we'll see you when we go next live on Friday for MRCX at Azerbaijan for the race round Baku. So good night, everyone.
See ya.